So, let's now move on to speak with Lise, who will have our next level 61 challenge entitled Making the Catfish Sing. Lise would like to ask Kyoto a few questions. No doubt. Right then, Kyoto should be coming around soon. I think it's time we had a little chat, don't you? I agree with that. Yeah. Make this fish spill his guts. Yeah, still face down. Rise and shine, little fishy. I know you can hear me, so stop pretending to be asleep or I'll give you another ride on my boots. Oh no! No more boots! All my secrets are yours for the asking! Tell us what you know about Yugiri and Gosetsu. Every last detail. And if I find out later that you lied to me... No more lies! The clear, unvarnished truth, you have my word! Only the samurai did I meet. Yes, only him. He asked after a ship so I could provide an introduction to the Garleans. You mean you led him into a trap as you did us, because you're an Imperial spy? No, I am no spy. It was just business. Fewer ships pass through Kogane these days, and we have struggled to make ends meet. So when the Garleans offered a bounty for any Domans found in Kogane... Oh, my mistake. You're not a spy, but a common cutthroat. Not that I'm surprised. You need half a brain to be a spy. So what happened to the samurai? Such a cruel, vicious tongue you have. He will not go quietly, no. Blades were drawn, men were cut down, and the Seki Segumi came. They took the samurai away. Hold on a moment. You mean to tell me that the Egen that they arrested the other day was Gosetsu? Oh, had but I known. If he is in custody of the Seki Segumi, I need only see to it that he required the requisite funds that find their way to the right official's hands, and your friend will walk free. As it is in Ordal, so it is in Kogane, but given the circumstances, it seems we have no choice but to resort to morally questionable means. We'll make a pragmatist of you yet, Master Orphanode. Alright, so let's elaborate on this. You're free to wait here while I speak with the relevant official, but if you would rather wait for Gosetsu outside the barracks, we can go together. I wouldn't put it past the Imperials to try something again, so mayhap it would be best if Lise, Corinne and I joined you. Alright, but what about Kyoto? I'll keep an eye on him for the time being. We can release him after you return with Gosetsu. He will doubtless have some choice words to say to the little fellow. Sorbonne, mayhap it would be prudent to prepare your ship for our immediate departure. As you wish. Everything is in order, then let us be off. The Seki Segumi barracks are to the north. And let's go there and right now. So I should say hello to Kuna, who just logged in. Yeah, because I always like to have the opportunity whenever they log in to say hello. So yeah, we gotta go all the way up there to where the barracks are. So let's put a little spring in our step and make our way over there. But it looks like I'll have to go through some other areas in order to get to where I need to be. I can go around here too. That also works. And I was like, was I reading the map wrong? No, I wasn't reading the map wrong. Yeah, there's this big castle that we could go into, but unfortunately we're not allowed to go in. Civilians are forbidden from entering it. So as you can see, all of our friends are all the way over here. Let's go ahead and attune to this safety net. And we'll speak with Hancock again. I must ask that you wait here. You may be assured that this will not take long. So now we have to wait at this spot right here. Is it really going to be as simple as he says, do you think? Well, we can keep waiting. But yeah, the girls are clearly worried. Like, you didn't think it was gonna be instantaneous, did you? He said it wouldn't take long, right? Because this feels a bit long to me. It hasn't even been a minute, Lise. Calm down. Yeah, everything is going to be alright. Much as I hate to admit it, I share Hancock's dim view of government officials and their supposed incorruptibility. From what I've gleaned of the Far East, they're probably exchanging lengthy pleasantries. There seems to be a correct way to do everything here, bribery being no exception. I say we leave them to it. Right, Corinne? But then we have to make the quest finish official by speaking with Lise. Right, everything's fine. Probably. I mean, it couldn't be as bad as the last time we stood away on rain for something to happen. So as the ladies ponder this... Yeah, it can't be easy for them to wait.
How about you?
Yeah, that was Gosetsu.
Was that?
Yeah, if the voice sounds familiar to you, that's because it is.
Gosetsu. I'm sure of it. He's in trouble. Lise, wait!
I suppose we should follow her then.
I guess so. So, yeah, this guy's not looking all that good. And
Victory to the samurai!
Yeah. Gosetsu's been kicking ass. With a kendo, no less. Yeah, is this really what he's been doing this whole time?
How many is that now? 10 in a row!
Gosetsu!
Heyo.
Oh, this is a surprise! What in blue blazes are you three doing here?
I could ask you the same thing. We've
Exactly.
been looking all over for you, and then I suddenly heard you screaming.
It would seem there has been a misunderstanding. Allow me to explain.
Please do. And so he elaborates on what's been going on since we last saw him.
So, in summary, you started a brawl with some off-duty Imperial soldiers and were subsequently arrested by the Sekisugumi, whom you somehow befriended and convinced to set you free if you could defeat a given number of them in single combat.
10 bouts for my freedom, aye. 'Tis but a pity you came too late to witness the last one. And with that, I'm free to go, yes?
Our word once given may not be broken, but we pray you make every effort to avoid future altercations.
Right.
Circumstances notwithstanding, my lord, we are honored and grateful to have witnessed firsthand the skill of a Doman samurai.
Yeah, Hancock, your services weren't even needed.
Ah, and we had just concluded negotiations. I gather my assistance was not required.
Yeah. He was like, Yeah, Gosetsu gets the last laugh here. And so, yeah, away we go. And with that, another 175,000 experience points plus choice of gloves now. I'll take these. And so there we go. So now let's speak with Gosetsu for taking on the first level 62 main story challenge entitled Once More to the Ruby Sea. For a man who's just defeated 10 samurai in a row, Gosetsu is looking rather sheepish. I must apologize that you endured such trials and tribulations in search of me. There's no need for that. You had no way of knowing we would come looking for you. You were after a ship to take you to Doman, yes? It just so happens we found a willing captain. Truly, what fortune! We will tell you all about it back at the company offices. Alphanode and Totru are waiting for us there. So, let's go ahead and make our return back to the East Oldenerd offices. As night falls once again on the town of Kugane. So once we go back inside, Gosetsu, thank the 12 you are unharmed. As you can see, Master Alphanode, I am in the very picture of health. You, vile fiend, malevolent trickster! How kind the kami are to grant me vengeance so soon. But first I must demand you return the coin you so villainously embezzled from me. You have every right to be angry, good sir. Gladly I would return you your coin had I not been forced to repay certain gambling debts beforehand. Oh, and you gambled it away too. Oh, great. Setting the matter aside for the moment, where is Lady Ugiri? Was she not traveling with you? For a time, aye, but we parted ways some while ago. The better to improve our chances of finding Lord Hyen. Lord Hyen? Forgive me, I've yet to explain. Lord Hyen is the heir to Doma's throne and our master. He was a passionate voice for the cause of Doman liberation, and when we learned of the Emperor's death it only grew louder. So you seized upon the opportunity and rose to reclaim your freedom, only for your hopes to be dashed when Xenos led his army onto your lands. The Crown Prince was a merciless foe. Against him and the might of the 12th we had no chance. Once Lord Hyen understood this, he bade Ugiri take to the sea with as many of our people as possible. He, however, would stand and fight that they might have more time to escape. I remained by his side as well, and together we carried on our doomed war. And then one day in a fierce battle we were separated. I knew not what became of him, only that he was beyond the Empire's reach, and that to find him I would need Ugiri's aid. And as he crossed the water, the situation grows more perilous by the day for the new Viceroy, Yotsuyu. Yotsuyu is a black-hearted villainess who delights in the torment of our people. There is naught she would do to further her pursuit of Lord Hyen. Thank you. I believe that makes matters a good deal clearer. It should please you to learn that we are come to aid the Doman Liberation Front in resuming their efforts to overthrow their imperial oppressors. Then allow me to join you! My inquiries here born no fruit, hence my desire to return to Orthard. Once there, I can lead you to our headquarters in Yansha, where we shall all be reunited with Ugiri. Maybe perhaps not all. Alphinaud's talents would seem better applied here in Kugane, working closely with Totu and Hancock to feed us intelligence. There is a Garlean embassy just down the road after all. Well, I appreciate the vote of confidence. I should be glad to accompany you all. As a soldier in the field, so to speak, come now, brother. A competent commander assigns his soldiers the tasks best suited to them, as you of all people should know, and you are so very good at espionage and intrigue. For we all must serve each in our own way. Very well, it would seem my place is here. Yeah, he really wants to stay at the side of the Warrior of Light. Sorban is waiting at the pier. Have fun, you lot. And so, we have to go rendezvous at Pier 2. And so I believe, if I remember correctly, it's going to be... Where's Pier 2? Okay, it's over there at the hostelry. Alright, so basically right where we started. For some reason I thought it was further to the south. Okay, so let's make our way over here and speak with Mr. Sorban.
I have been waiting for you, my friends. All preparations have been completed and my ship awaits its passengers. Shall we depart without further delay?
Indeed we shall.
If you insist. With me, everyone. The Ruby Sea awaits.
And so now we get to officially begin our crossing over into Doman territory. And so doing, we once again will take a look at the map. So that's where Aozi is to the far left, and now we're over here on the far right, starting to make our crossing. But once again, across the sea, we're having complications.
I remember the water, how it turned crimson in the morning sun.
But it's night though. And yeah, as you can see, we got volcanoes nearby.
A shimmering sea of rubies, stretching from horizon to horizon. You could almost believe it went on forever. But beyond that red expanse lay a land in turmoil. On the shores of Othard, our Doman brothers struggled in vain.
Alright, so let's speak with Soban to complete this challenge.
How wide and beautiful she is, the Ruby Sea, filled with promise and adventure and treasures. Many wonderful treasures.
And so we got 183,000 experience points out of that one. And we'll take on Sorban's next quest. Level 62 challenge entitled Open Water.
One does not simply cross the Ruby Sea, as Sorban well knows. Now, in order to reach the shores of Othard, you will need to cross the resplendent waters you see before you. However, this is easier said than done. To set forth without making the necessary preparations is to invite the Confederacy to claim your vessel and your life should you resist. But this fate can be avoided by paying the Ruby Tithe, thereby earning you the blessing of the Pirate Lords.
They put me into Tier 2 there, Skyla.
So let us go and greet them. Our destination is to the isle to the west.
That doesn't look very far to me. Quinn, why don't we jump in and swim for it? I've had my fill of boats.
An excellent idea. I think that you shall find the water to your liking. I will use my ship to deliver those less inclined to the isle.
And so yeah, it's time for us to go swimming for a little bit. In fact, this is something that here on the Ruby Sea, you'll be getting to do a lot of. I mean a lot of. So, our destination is going to be out that way. We're going to first meet up with Lisa over here. But yes, get used to seeing Corinne in her swimsuit a lot. For the next little while, at least. Right, this should be easy, and a good way to loosen up before the next fight whenever it comes. 20 Gil says I beat you there. Alright, away we go. Yeah, as you can see, the Warrior Light is well versed in the butterfly. Or that can even be considered a breaststroke as well. Did you actually know that during the Olympics, the butterfly and the breaststroke were considered the same swimming discipline? And that, I think it was like 1956 or so, they decided to split them into two separate disciplines? Yeah, all the things you learn while watching things like the Olympics. Hey, Sorbonne.
Ah, there you are. I trust you enjoyed yourselves. Follow me, my friends. The one with whom we must speak is a man named Tatsui.
Nimslaminsa. Yeah, so our person of interest is going to be at the top of that peak right there. So let's climb up it and get to him. Yeah, running around barefoot on wood. While still wet, no less. So yeah, here is the man they named Tatsui.
I fear you have the advantage of me.
Yeah, given the numbers.
Most honorable and esteemed Corinne Loren, I am Tatsui, a humble mate who serves at the pleasure of the Confederacy's captain. As you are in the company of the Shellback, I presume we have business to discuss.
Indeed we do. So another 183,000 experience points to us. And we'll proceed to take on his next main story quest, the level 62 challenge entitled Boys with Boats. Tatsui's face betrays nothing as he looks you up and down. You wish to pay the ruby tithe, yes? With your guild, perhaps? It is just as well. Foreign currencies are in demand these days.
I would pay for their passage to Othard. Does this sum meet with your satisfaction?
The sea has been quite tempestuous of late. I cannot say with confidence that you would reach your destination safely. Unless you tripled it?
Do you take me for a fool? I know the price, as do all.
Alas, we live in interesting times. As you came from Kugane, I should think I need not tell you that. The shadow of war looms. The wise and the cautious shirk our waters and our custom, and the foolhardy sharpen their knives in anticipation. Meaning... Sir! Sir, you've got to come quickly! The bastards are at it again! I tried to convince them to stop, but they weren't having it. Very well, I'll be there shortly. A proposition. Your comrades strike me as a worthwhile investment. I would not hear men name me a cut before Koban, so I shall consider their tithe paid. Not for what they have done, but for what I expect they will do.
And so away they go. I'm not sure what to make of that man, but at least the matter of our tithe is settled for now. What was that he and that other pirate were talking about? Yeah. Maybe we should go find out. So, let's go ahead and summon my esteemed steed to take us through hostile territory. Maybe I should suit up back into the armor, just so that I'm not getting my ass kicked by any enemy that I may run by. Because yeah, this is a bit of an interesting place. Here is the Ruby Sea, because you can traverse on the volcanic areas. But ultimately our destination is to the northwest. We have to deal with things like these Hellborn Anala. Yeah, just like the enemies that we've seen before, they glow in the dark. And yeah, they're also these things, Kasames, these burning crabs. But yeah, combat will be required now, it may seem, because, yeah, that Kasame is standing way too close. And so, hey everyone. Yeah, we have a confrontation. And it certainly got Sorbonne's attention.
Gentlemen, I'm told you were most unreceptive to my associate's requests. I realize you do not look kindly on the Confederacy and her ways, but if you refuse to pay the ruby tithe, your safety in these waters cannot be assured.
Spare me your concern, pirate. Your feeble attempts at extortion will not work on us.
Yeah, he doesn't take kindly to that, does he?
You remain at large because we allow it. Because you are such insignificant little pests that we see no need to swat you.
Ouch.
But if you wish to risk the ire of the Viceroy, by all means, fire upon an Imperial vessel. Give us a reason to bring the full might of the Garlean Empire to bear against your pathetic fleet.
Bastards!
Uh-oh. It's like, do you really want to go that far?
Gentlemen, surely the fact that you have such limitless resources at your disposal gives you all the more reason to spare some few coins for the less fortunate.
All talk, just as I thought. Come, let us away. I have no time for this rubbish.
And so yeah, those are the red Kojin that they were talking about before. Yeah, you don't get the tithe, gentlemen, I'm afraid.
We're all the same to them, aren't we? Savages to be ruled or slaughtered.
They've always balked at paying the ruby tithe, but they were never so eager to pick a fight. The problem, you see, is that many of my comrades in the Confederacy are of Doman descent. And the acting Viceroy, well, she's none too fond of Domans, to say the least. If we take any action to hinder the safe passage of an Imperial vessel, she'll accuse us of attempting to foment rebellion and brand us enemies of the Empire, which we can ill afford to be. Like the man said, we're all talk.
Ouch.
And where did the Kojin stand in all this?
With the winning side, of course. They're mercenaries to a fault, eager to offer their services without coercion. The Shellback could tell you more, though something tells me he would rather not.
Yeah, where did he go? He ran off.
I don't understand. If the Garleans are causing the Confederacy this much trouble, and if so many of you are Doman to begin with, why aren't you willing to fight back?
Spoken like a true friend of the Doman Liberation Front.
So
If
you've
you're
heard it all
planning to
before.
rouse us with noble words and grand promises, don't bother. We all know what the Imperial Army can do. Compared to them, we're boys with boats. Besides, what ties a man may once have held to his home are forsaken upon joining the Confederacy. We look out for none but our own.
Yeah, Lisa's like, how dare you? And restraint
Be
must
that
always
as
be
it
expected.
may, our livelihood is under threat. And the captain will need to decide soon whether we're to go down in a blaze of glory, or bow and scrape for crumbs from the Emperor's table. All while our friend the Viceroy continues her purge of Doma's radical elements. I believe she's holding court in one of the fishing villages even as we speak.
That she-devil! Her perfidy knows no bounds! She must be stopped! Come, let us find Soroban and put us here at once!
Are we going to be
Tell
able to
the
in
others
our
that
current
these ones
position?
are paid. We all have places to be.
And so, we've spoken with Tansui. Now we have to speak with Kosetsu. What are we waiting for? Come, come! Sorban cannot have gone far! Though now that I think on it, is it passing strange he left without warning? Mayhap he did not wish to be seen by his Kojin brethren. I doubt he thought to leave us behind, but nevertheless it may be prudent to return to his ship. Or at least to the Confederate encampment. Now we gotta look for Soroban, who has gone all the way back there. And make sure we're going the right way. Which means once again traversing the crazy volcanic areas. So let's wind our way through. And open up some more of the map while we're at it. Yep, got the attention of Anala. I think we'll be just fine. Yeah, so many lava-laden enemies, including fire sprites. And then there are puffer fish, which go by bombfish around here. Yeah, we got a whole bunch of stuff to be taking stock of. And I don't think this Tatsunoko is going to let me escape this sea serpent. So let's go ahead and cut him down. Whoop. Yeah, I don't want your DNA on me. I don't want your helixes. Yeah, screw that noise. Go for the kill. Pow! 9,000 points. Okay, Soroban. Oh, my friends, 1,000 pardons. As you may have guessed, I was reluctant to be seen in your company by my red brothers. Ours is a complex relationship. I pray you do not misinterpret their actions as a reflection of our allegiances as a whole. You understand? Kami be praised. Too often are Sholas quick to judge all Kojin for the deeds of one. Right then, now that our business with Hansui is concluded, we can traverse the Ruby Sea without fear. And thus we shall do that. We'll take now a level 62 piece of boots. So now, side quests will now open up on Sakazuki. But I'm gonna go ahead, because I want to be able to get to the next... Actually, you know what? I'm gonna... Since that one has a very significant cutscene, I'm actually gonna go ahead and stop here as far as main quests are concerned, and we're going to call the stream for now because we've been going for about 3 hours. But yeah, when we come back for the afternoon stream, we'll go in 2 hours time at 2 p.m. Eastern. We'll go ahead and take on the side quests that are made available here now in the Ruby Sea, and we'll also make a jump back over to Doma, because, or not to Doma, but to Kugane, because a whole bunch of side quests have opened up there. So it'll be important that we get those taken care of also. So we'll make it a point to get all that stuff taken care of in the afternoon, and then we will accompany Soroban onto some new territory. So we'll see you guys later this afternoon for more of Let's Play Final Fantasy XIV Stormblood Live. So we'll see you at 2 p.m. Eastern this afternoon for the continuation. So, until next time everyone, if I can find the value mode, there it is. Until next time everyone, this is Matthew at Novora Autism, saying take care, and I'll see you soon.